This morning, police are investigating a shooting in Portland. They say it happened around 9:45 last night on Bank Street. Officers found a man who'd been shot. He was taken to University Hospital and is expected to survive. Right now, there are no suspects, so if you have any information, you're urged to call 574-LMPD. One of Louisville's most influential voices is joining this ongoing fight now to curb gun violence in Louisville.
Greater Louisville Incorporated has been mostly silent on the issue until now. The group says businesses are suffering due to the violence. Connor Steffen and photojournalist Ian Harwood share how GLI is planning to make a difference.
A growing personal and professional toll.
Businesses really feel like we need to take a stand to curb gun violence.
Violence that Greater Louisville Inc. CEO Sarah Davisher Wisdom says prolongs fears, pushing away business.
There is limited patronage to business. There is limited desire to locate to a business. There's a concern for talent seeking to locate to a business.
GLI recently polled its 1,800 members to see if they supported engaging in gun reform efforts. The consensus overwhelmingly in support. 82% of respondents.
I think what that survey shows, people are focused on what they can do. This is not a partisan issue.
GLI now has its sights set on Frankfort, where Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg is in ongoing talks with GOP lawmakers. That includes Republican House Majority Whip Jason Nemes, who is eyeing a multifaceted approach to violence prevention.
This is a matter of public safety. Everyone wants Louisville to be a safer city.
However, Greenberg is asking state lawmakers to give Louisville the autonomy to create its own gun laws. He also wants to prevent firearms used in crimes from being auctioned off to retailers.
So we would love people in charge to think about a very good solution.
In Louisville, Connor Steffen, WHAS11 on your side.
We asked Greater Louisville Incorporated about the ideas from Greenberg and Nemes for tackling the issue. GLI's CEO said it isn't openly supporting specific policies right now or detailing ideas that it will push. The latest data from the LMPD shows gun violence is up. Detectives are investigating 189 non-fatal shootings so far this year. It's up more than 7% from this time last year. Homicides are also more than 10% up, with 75 reported this year compared to 68 at this time last year.
We now know the name of the man who died after he was shot and then crashed his car into the pool of an apartment complex. According to police, 21-year-old William Hines, who lived around the corner from the complex, was driving on Cooper Chapel Road when somebody shot him. Police say that's when his car veered off the road and into a pool on Brookbend Way. He later died at the hospital. No one else was injured. Police have not identified a suspect.
A fire in the Parkland neighborhood displaced a family. The Louisville Fire Department says crews responded to the fire on Virginia Avenue just before 5:30 yesterday. A two-story vacant home had caught fire and spread to the neighboring houses, only one of which was occupied. The family was able to get out safely, but their house was seriously damaged. They're now receiving help from the Red Cross.
A Shively police officer is facing criminal charges after a citizen called them out for speeding in their police cruiser. As a result of the complaint, Shively police say there's now a criminal and an internal investigation. The officer was issued a criminal summons and will be required to appear in court. In the meantime, that officer has been put on paid administrative leave.
The boil water advisory for Brandenburg in Meade County is now over. Now, this comes after a leak was discovered Monday, leading residents to gather and get bottled and drinkable water from a small tanker downtown. After the leak was found, repairs were made quickly. The ban on non-essential water use has also been dropped.
A CBD store in Nulu has officially opened its second location. This time it's across the river in New Albany. Bourbon City Cannabis sells CBD and hemp-derived products for pets and people. The owners say the opening of the second store allows them to continue educating people about the differences between their products and marijuana.
Cannabis is actually can either be marijuana or it can be hemp, depending on the THC levels. We currently only sell naturally derived products from a legal hemp plant. We're excited to show consumers in Indiana and the region what we can do to help them.
Bourbon County Cannabis is located on Pearl Street. It's open Tuesday through Sunday.
All right, Colleen, we talk a lot about weather as in temperature, but it's important to also keep the air quality in alert.
Yeah, especially if you fall into the sensitive category. And if you're wondering, does that impact me? I will show you what qualifies as the sensitive groups coming up here in 10 minutes. Good morning, Sam. What's that one thing we should know about traffic?
Good morning, Colleen. We still have 64 westbound being closed off inside the Waterston Expressway going to Story Avenue. I'll talk more in detail about all the detoured routes associated with the closure and a current look at our traffic tracker just moments ahead.